Okay, so let's get into the absolute crazy news here that was this week, and we were waiting for this premiere. I was waiting for this premiere for Ready Player One full trailer. Okay, so I'll tell you everybody a little story. So I'm part of a Gunther clan, so nobody knows what a Gunther is.
No, I don't know what a Gunther is.
Okay.
It's a German friend from Germany, I know.
So a Gunther clan, okay, so Ready Player One is a story about hunting an egg. It was
Hunting an egg?
Hunting an egg, so it got shortened to egg, from egg hunters to Gunthers. All right, so I'm part of a Gunther clan on Facebook that after this trailer got launched, it blew up like it was the damn hottest thing on Facebook. I couldn't go 2 seconds to look at it without a new post showing up. And even the guy who ran it was like, okay, I've never proved so many people in one day to be part of this clan. Because of so much things that they showed in this trailer. So before I get into the spiel of what this trailer entailed and what it had, what is everybody's impressions of the trailer since you guys didn't read the book?
Oh, I can't wait to see the movie.
What's it about?
I'll get that in a minute.
I see.
So, Bazinga.
I love the trailer, but like I said, I think it was too long of a trailer. I think they
Gave away too much.
said not even give away. I just think they gave away. Not give away, but I just think they said too much.
Yeah.
They could have left some of this stuff, like these cool things that we're waiting for to hope to see in the movie. I don't think they should have announced it this early.
So for a lot of you people out there that are thinking like Bazinga, which I'm sure some of you are, okay, so what you saw in the very beginning of this trailer was the very first 2 lines of text in the book. And if you doubt that, pick up the book at any bookstore right now, read the first 2 lines.
There's no way it says DeLorean.
You will see. Yeah, no, it doesn't say that. But you will see. But you will see the whole description of the contest. That's the first 2 lines in the book.
Oh yeah.
Is the contest and talking about Holiday, of what happened. So basically, the basic storyline is that this guy Holiday, James Holiday, he died, and he was a bachelor, never had a relationship, never had a girlfriend, never had a wife, nothing. So he died with a whole lot of money because he invented the biggest video game in the world.
Biggest?
The biggest.
Oh, you mean the most popular?
The biggest and the most popular.
Okay.
He invented an online world called Oasis, where it's a perfect virtual reality where you can pretty much live in if you want to.
Okay.
You'll pretty much start a second life in this virtual world because it's so popular. Because the real world sucks in this world. Because it takes place in 2044. Because the world's gone to pretty much, there's all kind of wars. There's been nuclear attacks like every other day. There's all kinds of insane things. The world just sucks. So everybody disappears to their virtual world. So this guy dies, right? James Holiday. And he says, oh, hey, yeah, so I'm not giving my fortune to anybody, but if you find this thing, this Easter egg in my in this game, you can have my entire fortune and control my entire company.
Oh, man, no kidding.
Yeah.
So everybody's going to be greedy.
And you're talking about trillions of dollars.
All right.
So the contest goes on for a while and brings back... Okay, so nobody finds it. This is the first couple pages of the book, so I'm not spoiling anything there.
Right.
They don't find anything. And the reason why everything looks in the 80s, because the 80s come back. Because James Holiday grew up in the 80s, and that's why you see so many nostalgic things, is it brings the 80s back.
All right, man,
because it's so popular that people start having acid wash jeans again, spiked hair.
I like the 80s, man. I went through the 80s. I had a good time in the 80s.
And what's funny is that a lot of the 80s are coming back as we look around us right now.
Nah, it ain't going to really be here till we get the MC Hammer pants back.
Yeah. All right. So, and that's the beginning of the story. What we saw in this trailer was amazing. We got to see so many iconic things that they've added, and there was a Q&A when this trailer launched, and Ernest Cline said you saw 1% of the pop culture icons that are in this movie in this trailer. He said we didn't. He's like, there's so much. He said it's just like in the book. Every 2 lines, you're getting another reference to another pop culture thing from the 80s or 90s.
Wow, no kidding.
He says just gonna be intense as the book. He said we changed up quite a bit from the book because we want the book readers to have a new experience when they go to see this movie. And the book readers have been picking apart this trailer frame by frame, trying to figure out the story, because they did change the story up quite a bit. We can't figure out where that race scene fits because they changed it up so much.
But why?
Because they want the book readers to have a new experience.
Okay.
So they did change up. They have the same core storyline, but you can tell from the trailer that they changed a lot of the puzzles. Like a lot of the things of winning the keys are very like minuscule games, like Joust and Pac-Man, stuff like that, where that wouldn't exactly work so much on film. So they add games like it looks like a race in GTA 5, which is going to be awesome on film, with all the crazy jumps and all that stuff, which is going to be amazing on film, along with the soundtrack. So some of the I'll name some of the pop culture
cool.
references that pretty soon. But what are some of the ones you guys noticed that you were like psyched for?
Do I really have to say? Because you pretty know what it is. It's Freddy Krueger.
Okay. What about Mass Effect characters?
Freddy Krueger.
Okay. What about Chucky?
Freddy Krueger.
Did you see Chucky stabbing the bejesus out of somebody?
Chucky is just a doll I can kick across a room. Freddy Krueger, you get no.
No, not her.
You want to be
Harley Quinn and Joker? Harley Quinn and Joker? And you saw we saw Deathstroke as well.
I gotta be sitting next to this guy.
We saw Deathstroke. We saw the Gundam. And did you see? Okay, skip back to the DeLorean.
I got my hand on my knife.
When the DeLorean, what do you see in the front of the DeLorean?
Oh, I don't see that.
This is actually directly.
Oh, Knight Rider.
Yeah, directly from the book because he puts Kit in his car in the book.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The only thing he changes is
the Iron Giant.
Yeah, the Iron Giant's in it, which they said because he was asked about that in the Q&A, and he said they couldn't get the rights to Ultraman.
Oh, I used to love Ultraman. You ever watch
Ultraman is supposed to be in this.
That's that Japanese stuff, man. Yeah.
He
was a cop. Used to.
So they decided to change him out for Iron Giant.
Oh, that's too bad, man. I loved Ultraman.
Iron Giant's awesome though too, so I don't mind the switch. And they said obviously we showed the dance scene, which is the moment he said we put it in the trailer because this is the one scene all the book readers kept on saying they want to see in the movie. So he decided to give you a hint at it.
Saturday Night Fever?
No. Okay, so there's a birthday party. I won't tell you who it's for or what it's for because I don't want to give that away. But it's basically a birthday party in a giant like globe with anti-gravity. And you can pretty much dance anywhere, and there's some crazy things that go down. Okay. But that was like one of the most anticipated scenes, and there's a lot of crazy stuff that happens in it.
Oh, yeah, that's so from the comic book, the anime too.
Yeah. So we saw the Akira bike, which she drives. That's Artemis's bike. We see obviously Parzival has his DeLorean.
My girlfriend's in here.
Yeah. H has a giant, huge like freaking like the what do you call it? What's that giant monster truck?
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Yeah. We saw the A-Team van. There's just so many icons. We saw Christine.
Yeah, from Loki and Stephen King's Christine.
Yes, we saw Christine. There's so many. We saw Battletoads.
Yeah, right here.
We saw Garut.
Battletoads are right here.
Yeah, Battletoads, Garut.
That looks like a creature from The Thing.
There's a bunch. I can't remember all of them that are in there. Oh, there's one next to the car scene. We see Ryu. We saw Chun-Li. We saw I can't remember the character, the girl in Overwatch. What's her name?
Oh yeah, the girl.
I can't remember her name in Overwatch.
Yeah,
but yeah, we saw the character from Overwatch is really cool. We see the distinct scene. It's not the same scene that's in the book, but the hold up of the stereo, which is from
stuff off.
Which is the whole
meet a real woman.
Yeah. So the hold up stereo thing. Does everybody know what that scene's from?
Damn it.
Holding up the stereo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say anything.
I can't say anything, man.
Yeah. So that's an iconic moment in the book. They distinctly showed you, which is really cool. But there's been so many things like there's so many references in the book to like movies like Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles. Like it's
Lord of the Rings stuff is in
there's Lord of the Rings. It's filled with so many pop culture icons. That it's just gonna be like intense. And what was really cool?
You gonna get 3D glasses?
No, I'm not gonna go watch it 3D.
They're gonna make it in 3D though, right?
Yeah, they are doing a 3D one. I don't care for 3D though.
Right.
What was interesting about Stephen King though, he said this is the first movie he had to direct with a virtual reality headset on.
No kidding.
Yeah. So they had to direct. They had Stephen King had to have a Oculus, which I'm guessing Oculus supported this making of this. He had to wear an Oculus just to direct the movie.
So that's probably going to do better than Star Wars.
No, it won't do better than Star Wars.
Star Wars tomorrow, right?
Yeah, Star Wars tomorrow. It won't. It'll do really well, but it won't be better than Star Wars. But yeah, imagine having to direct a movie from inside of virtual reality.
Yeah, that's
pretty crazy. Well, I have a question for you. A little departure from this. Do you think Disney is going in the right direction with Star Wars?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. We had a long. I would get more than that, but we talked about that for a while at the beginning. So
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, this movie is really, really highly anticipated, and that question's been poked around on the Gunther. Is people more anticipating this movie than Star Wars? And some said yes, some said no. But as far as like, this is only 1% of the icons we saw. There's got to be so many characters, so many references that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
We saw, there's a slight hint that I caught of Double Dragon characters. There's a small hint you see slightly that's possible might be Dragon Ball Z. It's just a very small glimpse. There's just so many out there that we don't even slightly know. We only saw a small percentage of that race.
I was looking for Donkey
cars.
Kong or something like that.
Well, they did a King Kong.
There's a King Kong.
Or asteroids or something.
Yeah, we'll probably see references to that. There is, and obviously in the trailer we had Jump from Van Halen.
Yep.
Which was really cool because there's so many track references. And obviously my one hope is that Rush plays a big part, the band Rush itself plays a big part in the book, so I'm really hoping they're actually a big part in actually the book.
No kidding,
in
Rush.
the movie they actually have them.
Dudes,
They have them somewhere in the movie. That's a big
crazy
part.
High voice.
And yeah, so I'm really hoping to see.
You're all worked up, man.
This is by far one of my favorite books of all time ever written. I've read this book. I'm reading it now for the 5th time.
I get that. And when you're done, would you read The Haven?
Yes, I know. So this book is just so, I think because you just feel so nostalgic, especially if you grew up in the time when a lot of these things came out. It just brings you back.
Mm-hmm. That thing's getting bigger every time it comes out. I hope you've noticed.
But that's enough for Ready Player One. Let us know your thoughts on Ready Player One in the comments.
I'm reaching for my rubber
Now
bands, but I can't find
it's
it.
time for Spider-Man.
Before the last topic.
Before the last topic, yes.
The last topic.
We got Tony's comment.
Yeah.
Comment of the week.
Greetings, great ones. I'm going to keep this simple. Pay attention. I'm assuming that some of you out there are normal. I understand that gamers are a little eccentric. But even gamers have girlfriends. So pay attention. We're coming into winter. You guys maybe have new girlfriends, okay? You have relationships that you're new with. This is how it works. Most people get heavy during the winter. Except for this guy over here.
Yep.
But most people put on pounds. Your average guy is like, you know, he puts on weight. He's a little ticked about it. But he's not going to die. Women get heavy and they freak out. Nobody knows they're getting heavy like a woman. It is important this winter when your girlfriend asks you, does she look like she's getting heavy, that you say no. Hear me out. If you say to her, if you say yes, if you agree with her, or if you say to her, hey, you know what? You're getting heavy. She's gonna do a couple things. Lots of which you won't see. She's gonna get she's gonna make your life a living hell, or she's gonna do something about the weight, but it's not gonna be for you. She's gonna get on a diet, she's gonna lose weight, and she's gonna wait for springtime before she breaks up with you. Because I'll tell you a secret. My wife loves me, crazy about me. I started getting heavy when I was in my 40s. I started putting on weight, and it doesn't come off, right? And so I'm heavier now than I've ever been. I'm fat now, and that's all right, man. You know, that's life to me. But she still loves me. Here's the thing. I'm fat enough for nobody else to like me but her. So she likes me even though I'm heavy. But that's not how it works for a woman. A woman wants to look beautiful for everybody, not just the guy she's involved with. She likes to know that she's gorgeous, period. Okay? So when she tells you, she asks you if she's getting heavy, be very careful how you phrase it. Be careful what you say, because it's going to get into her subconscious, her consciousness. When you say that she's heavy and that maybe there's something about her that's not attractive, she's writing you off. You're done. The clock is ticking on you, and she's looking for somebody who will tell her she looks great. So do yourself a favor, Mr. Tell It Like It Is, Mr. I'm Living in Truth, Mr. I play video games of altered reality, but my regular life I'll say whatever needs to be said. Before you are absolutely by yourself without a girl in your life, shut your lips and just listen to her talk. Because if she says, do you think I'm heavy? You know what you guys say? Baby, I don't care what you are. To me, you look fine. That's what you guys say first. To me, you look fine. But I like you any way you are. If you're big, fine. If you're skinny, fine. I love you the way you are at whatever stage you're at. Even though I don't notice what you're at right now, you just look beautiful to me. Remember, that's what you gotta say. Even
though inside you're like,
or you're gonna be spending a lot of time with your boyfriends playing video games with no real girl.
And
that's what I have to say about that.
And that was Tony's comment of the week.
How do you say no?
So, some Spider-Man. So.